Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome to day 24 of our Fes-tea-ve Advent Countdown, where we have a nice cup of tea and a little bit of a chat. So let's open up the Advent calendar and look at this. It's the penultimate day. There are only 2 doors left, soon to only be 1 door left. So let's go into number 24. Let's hope we don't get another festive spice, because we've had that a couple of days in a row. Door number 24 has been completely annihilated from existence. Oh my goodness me. I swear these doors are getting harder to open. They're making it more of a challenge. Okay, so what do we have behind door number 24 when it's not stuck in all the sort of packaging and boxing and stuff? We have ourselves peppermint candy, which is okay. I kind of remember enjoying this from the last time we had it. So, okay, looking forward to this one. So to do this, we need to brew it for between 3 to 4 minutes. Absolutely no problem at all. So let's go to the kettle. And here we are back in the Geek Cupboard with our freshly brewed cup of peppermint candy tea. And I think we're seeing is we've made our way through the Fes-tea-ve Advent calendar, but I'm not the biggest fan of the mint teas. They're not my favourite sort of tea. However, of the 2 mint teas that the calendar has offered up to us, so this one here, which is the peppermint candy tea, and the other one, which is the punchy peppermint, I much prefer this one here. The punchy peppermint, it's a little bit too strong for my taste. And that kind of makes sense. It's called punchy peppermint. You might guess that it's quite strong. This one here, the peppermint candy, it's just a bit more subtle. The mint is a little bit less overbearing, which I think I much prefer. So if we were to smell this, yeah, it's okay. It just smells a bit of mint and a little bit of vanilla. And then if we taste it, yeah, it tastes nice. It's got a nice sort of subtle mint flavour to it and a little bit of vanilla in there. It almost tastes a bit sweet. Tastes a little bit sweet, which would make sense, I suppose, because it's called peppermint candy. So maybe the idea is it's like you're eating peppermint candies or peppermint sweets, I suppose. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I would not choose a mint tea over other teas if I had a choice. But you know what? This will do. It will absolutely suffice whilst we go over today's question. So today's question comes from Chris Collier, who asks, what is the Penge family's Christmas Day tradition? And I was thinking about this, and I don't think we have an actual set tradition, because some people have a thing that, it's Christmas Day, we must do this, that or the other. I don't think we necessarily have a traditional kind of thing or an event or whatever that we all sort of have to do, but we do kind of do things in a sort of more or less the same sort of order. We kind of have a sort of a bit of a Christmas Day routine, I suppose. So we will not unfortunately be getting a Christmas Day live, because of course we've got 2 kids. So we will be starting early, so probably like 6:30 or something, to excited kids will bound into our room. And then we all get ready to go downstairs, but we all go downstairs together. So we get our dressing gowns on, all that kind of stuff. And no one's allowed down first, because that's just cheating. That's against the rules. And we all go downstairs, and then we look at the presents. It's all very excited in the front room. And then we open the presents. Now, some people I know sort of go, right, yeah, you're not getting presents until whatever, a certain time, or until somebody's here, or until we've had lunch, or whatever. We can't, I can't do that. I don't want to do that, because if I were a kid, and then someone went, right, there's a big pile of presents, you can't open them until you've had lunch, I would be quite cross about that. And I don't want to make our kids feel like that, because they would feel the same way. So we kind of get the presents and then we open them. We try to do that in a not a completely anarchic, chaotic way, because we want to write down who got what for the kids, so the kids can then write thank you cards to them. So if we sort of, Mrs. Penge or I will have a little sort of pad of paper and a pen, and we'll write down who got what. So it'll be like, right, okay, what are you opening? Who's it from? And what is it? Right, thank you, brilliant. You go and enjoy it for a bit. So yeah, we'll try and log things. So yeah, we can write the thank you cards and what have you. So we'll try and keep it as sort of less sort of anarchic and chaotic as possible. Doesn't always work because they're excited, and that's absolutely fine. But yeah, we try and sort of keep on top of that a little bit. So we'll open some presents. That's all very exciting. We'll probably go and then get dressed, I guess, into proper sort of stuff, out of our pajamas. Maybe we'll come down and finish some more presents. I don't know. It depends. It depends how the sort of the first lot of presents going is, sort of present opening is gone. And then it'll be time for some breakfast. Now, obviously we'll have Yorkshire tea. Obviously Yorkshire Gold on Christmas Day, only the very finest of all the teas. But then for breakfast, I will have something. I suppose this might be a tradition. I suppose it's not a Penge family tradition. It's just a Penge tradition. For breakfast on Christmas Day, Mrs. Penge and the children will have ordinary stuff. They'll have toast or cereal or whatever. But I will have some pork pie, and I will have some bread with butter on it. Because I always thought that was what everyone had, because my parents did this when I was growing up. That's what they had. They had pork pie and some brown buttered bread, and that was it. And I thought, oh, yeah, it's Christmas. That's what everyone does. But no, it transpired as I grew up and talked to other people and met lots of other folks that that's not the thing. People don't all do that. And I told Mrs. Penge and she was like, "What? What do you mean? What is this madness?" So yeah, I will be having that. However, I'm going to carry on that tradition. So yes, for breakfast, everyone else will have normal stuff. But yeah, I will have some pork pie with some nice bread with butter on it. I've just realised that most people in the UK will know what pork pie is. I don't know if the rest of the world will know what pork pie is. I'm just thinking, I'm not entirely sure how to describe it. It's kind of, it's a pie with pork in it, right? But it's kind of, I don't know what the outside is. I'll put a link, right, in the video description below. I will put a link to what a pork pie is. I'll put a link to the Wikipedia page or something. It's kind of, like sort of pork in the middle, and there's a layer of jelly. There's jelly around the side, and then there's kind of like, it's not pastry around the edge as such. It's not pastry around the side, but yeah, it's kind of, encased in a kind of thing, which is a bit like pastry. I don't know what the outside is. I've eaten them for so long, and I don't really know what they are, but they're delicious. So yeah, have a look in the video description below for a link to a thing about pork pies, so you know what I'm jibber-jabbering on about. So I will have that. That'll be what I'll have for breakfast. And then we'll probably, go and open some more presents if there's any left. And then we'll, go and, I don't know, maybe play with the presents or pop a bit of telly on or something like that. And then we'll have a Christmas lunch at maybe about 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish. You don't want it too early. So we'll have that. And I do like a Christmas lunch. I mean, Christmas is about a few things now. When you're younger, it's about presents and new things. But now I'm not a child anymore. I'm not so young. I like making sure that, the kids are happy. I like making sure the kids are all sort of delighted and stuff. And then, it's nice to see lots of other family members as well. But also, it's about the food. I do like Christmas food. I mean, a Christmas lunch or Christmas dinner, a roast dinner is it's the king of dinners. The roast dinner is the king of dinners. And the Christmas dinner is the king of the roast dinners. So, it's the finest of all the foods. So yeah, I look forward to that a lot. So we'll have that. And then after that, we'll sit down for a bit and go, "Oh, I've eaten too much food." And then we'll probably try in the afternoon to just go outside for a bit, even just for a few minutes, just to sort of blow the cobwebs away and clear our minds and all that kind of stuff. Because, you've been stuck inside all day and there's been a lot going on and you've had a massive load of food. So you need to go outside just to get some fresh air and what have you. So, I mean, we might go on a walk. We might just literally go and stand in the street for a bit and let the kids run around and that kind of stuff. And then we'll come back in. We'll probably maybe pop some more telly on, play with some more toys or whatever. And then there'll be even more food in the evening, because then you kind of have the hot sort of thing at lunch, sort of earlier on, and then we'll have the buffet type things, the cold food, if you like. So the cold turkey and then crisps and some nice bread and sort of cooked ham and all that kind of stuff. Have that in the evening when it's cold, sort of cold, sort of buffet type thing. And then, that'll be it. We'll eat that, and then the kids will go to bed, and then I'll probably continue to eat some more food because it's there. We'll just graze and pick at all the lovely foods, and then we'll go to bed. And that's kind of it. That's kind of it, really. So yeah, as long as we get some nice food, the kids are having splendid time, and everyone else there is also very jolly, then that's fine. That's a winning Christmas for me. It's all good, and I think that is kind of it. So yeah, we don't really have a set tradition as such. It's not like we always have to go and walk to this place or go and do a thing. But yeah, we sort of follow it's sort of a routine. I guess it might change a bit if we're at other people's houses. But yes, Christmas this year is at our house again, which is very exciting indeed. So I get to do some cooking and what have you. But yeah, there you go. That is it. That is our sort of family tradition. I suppose you could say, the sort of pork pie and bread thing is my tradition, I guess, which I suppose sort of answers the question a little bit. But there we go. So I think that wraps that up quite nicely. So I shall go and finish off the peppermint candy tea, and we shall finish things up for the moment. So for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard for day 24 of our Fes-tea-ve Advent Countdown, and I will see you next time. Let's throw that at you. That might get you. That's a beautiful shot. This is an unpleasant angle, Trish. Can you just fall in the water, please? This is the best box. This is my favourite box of the game so far. Oh no! It is hurting me. It's hurting me a lot. Very interesting way of doing your medical examinations. Who's examining who?